Ladies and gentlemen, we are so happy to have you with us today.
Je suis l'adjudant deuxième classe Audrey Quirion.
And my name is CI Jennifer Constant.
Il nous fait grand plaisir d'agir à titre de maître de cérémonie pour la parade. Au nom des officiers ainsi que des cadets et cadettes de l'escadron, permettez-nous de vous souhaiter la plus cordiale des bienvenues à la 30e cérémonie de revue annuelle de l'escadron 632 Phoenix.
Today, we are hosting our second virtual ceremony, where we have the pleasure to present promotions, medals, and awards. And over the next hour, we'll be hearing from our leadership and watch various presentations to celebrate our 30th anniversary. Though I'm sure we are all more or less accustomed to virtual gatherings throughout the parade, we ask that you follow a few rules. Please join us by video camera, but keep your microphones muted so as to avoid unnecessary background noise. Secondly, we ask that you not spam the chat with unrelated messages. However, you are encouraged to use it to congratulate your fellow cadets, share positive memories and comments. Lastly, we ask that cadets keep their wedges on throughout the duration of today's ceremony. It is entirely likely that at some point during this event, our internet may disconnect or that videos will experience some lag. If this occurs, please be patient as we work to get things back up and running as quickly as possible. Please note that this parade will be recorded for future viewing, and if you would like access to the recording, please contact questions@632aircadets.com.
Nous vous demandons de respecter quelques règles. Joignez-nous avec caméra vidéo, mais gardez vos microphones en sourdine afin d'éviter les bruits de fond inutiles. De même, nous vous demandons de ne pas charger de clavardage avec des messages inutiles. Cependant, vous êtes encouragés de l'utiliser pour féliciter vos camarades, partager les souvenirs et vos commentaires positifs. Enfin, nous demandons aux cadets de porter leur calot pendant la durée de la cérémonie aujourd'hui. Il est tout à fait probable qu'à un moment donné, pendant cet événement, notre Internet se déconnecte ou que les vidéos subissent un certain décalage. Dans ce cas, nous vous prions d'être patients pendant que nous efforcerons de rétablir la communication aussi rapidement que possible. Veuillez noter que cette parade sera enregistrée pour être visionnée ultérieurement. Si vous souhaitez avoir accès à l'enregistrement, veuillez contacter questions@632cadets.com. Merci et maintenant que la parade commence.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you now please rise for the national anthem.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national. Veuillez vous asseoir.
At this point in the parade commander would typically march on the squadron. While our cadet commander will not have the chance to call commands today, let's begin our ceremony with a few words from the Warrant Officer First Class, Madison Mook.
Good afternoon, cadets, staff, and guests. I would first and foremost like to welcome you all to 632's annual ceremonial review. I would next like to thank and congratulate all the cadets and staff for completing this past training year in an online setting. It was definitely a big adjustment, but I am very proud of what we've been able to accomplish. Bon après-midi, cadets, personnel et invités. J'aimerais premièrement vous accueillir au parade de revue annuelle de 632. J'aimerais aussi remercier et féliciter tous les cadets et personnels pour avoir complété Cette année d'entraînement sur une plateforme virtuelle. Ceci est un grand ajustement et je suis fière de ce que nous avons accompli. I would like to have a few minutes of your attention to tell you a bit about my journey through the cadet program. I joined at the age of 12 while my two older sisters were also at the squadron. During my first few years in the program, I mostly kept to myself. If I'm being honest, I didn't think I would enjoy being a cadet. It wasn't until I went to the basic drill and ceremonial course that I really started to enjoy the program. Completing that summer course is what made me want to learn more about leadership and drill. I then joined flag party and drill team that same year. I even completed the drill and leadership instructor course after completing level 3. The drill and ceremonial instructor course was a big accomplishment for me. During one of our last days at Greenwood CTC, when it was pitch dark outside, our flight commanders brought us all out on the parade square. They then commanded us through a graduation parade. To this day, I vividly remember the amazing feeling of participating in that parade after completing the course. Doing activities I enjoyed led me to more and more opportunities in the cadet program, including being drill team commander and several parade positions. Now I stand, or more so sit, in front of you as 632's Warrant Officer First Class, all because I decided to pursue opportunities in leadership. Chacune de ces opportunités que j'ai été donnée dans le programme des cadets m'a permis de devenir qui je suis aujourd'hui et m'a aidé à déterminer un trajet pour mon futur. Lorsque je continue mon parcours de leadership comme étudiante au Collège royal militaire du Canada à Kingston, j'encourage tous les cadets à continuer leur parcours à travers le programme des cadets en participant à des activités que vous aimiez. Each of these opportunities I was given through the cadet program have allowed me to become the person I am today, and it helped me determine my path to follow in the future. As I continue my leadership journey at the Royal Military College of Canada in Kingston, I encourage all cadets to continue your journey through the cadet program doing activities that you enjoy. In doing so, I believe that you can not only become better as individuals, but also as a squadron. My only hope would be for 632 to continue towards a better future. This way, we will continue to remain truly second to none. Keeping that in mind, I hope you all enjoy the virtual parade.
Thank you so much for that, Chief. That's a great way to start our parade. Next, we will be watching a video sent from Major Matthew Alley, who is the Ottawa Valley Area Elemental Advisor. In this video, Major Alley shares his considered thoughts to reflect on at the end of this year. Let's watch it now.
Hi 632 Phoenix Cadets, thank you for inviting me to say a few words at your 29th Annual Ceremonial Review and 30th year of training. I am Major Matthew Alley, the Area Elemental Advisor for the Ottawa Valley, and on behalf of the Regional Cadet Support Unit Eastern, I'd like to congratulate you on completing another great year. I'm honored to be amongst this distinguished group of young Canadians, a group that belongs to the best youth program in the country, a program that fills you with a deep feeling of responsibility, lifelong friends, and a strong sense of pride. You all must be very proud of what you have accomplished in what has been a very interesting and challenging training year. This isn't the sort of parade that we are used to, but your resilience and perseverance during this unconventional year is what makes this special. Some of the best experiences and memories in the cadet program are the ones where you must adapt to factors outside of your control. For example, the most memorable field training exercises were those that involved rain, snow, and heat, often all in the same weekend. Or training night activities that didn't go as planned. And most recently, being able to make digital training engaging and fun. We like when things go as planned, but we remember those times where we must adapt and persevere. I'm sure that each of you can think back to a time in your life that stands out as memorable or as a learning opportunity. It's in those moments that your actions and how you adapt frame the experience. I encourage you to look at difficult situations and rather than feeling frustrated and demoralized, to instead make the most of the situation. Looking at the parade today and information I was provided in preparation for this annual review, I know that you have made the most of an unconventional training year and demonstrated exceptional resilience. To your staff, sponsoring committee members, and the many volunteers that allow this program to continue, thank you. To deliver a program digitally is a monumental shift in what the program has been able to deliver in the past. It also takes a significant investment of time while you yourselves try to manage work, home, and other pressures outside the program. The future squadron will certainly embrace the tools, skills, and experiences that you have been able to foster over the last year and a half. And as a result, the squadron and program will be better for it. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you at your adventures over the summer as you attend virtual cadet training courses and the summer cadet activity program.
Thank you so much for sharing that video with us, Major Ali. I also noticed that he is among our participants today, so thank you again for joining us live. Next, we are watching a video from Commodore Jose Kurtz, the commander of cadets and Junior Canadian Rangers. Throughout this year, her office has been working diligently to keep the cadet program active, engaging, and safe. So let's hear from her now.
Distinguished guests, officers, staff, and volunteers, league partners, parents and families, and most importantly, you, our cadets. It's a great pleasure for Chief Bliss and I to be here today. As we close this training year, I want to acknowledge and thank all of you for your steadfast commitment to the cadet program. While we all wanted 2021 to be different, the pandemic has continued to challenge and test our resolve. The challenges we faced are, of course, touching each of us personally, but they also affect us collectively and in our communities. And your resilience has been truly inspiring. I was a cadet years ago, but I still remember the importance of that in-person connection, how the cadet program offered a sense of community. Cadets is where I found my place, my people, like-minded friends who not only understood me, but also had the same passions and drive. Not all of you will join the Canadian Armed Forces, and yes, my journey has led me to a military career that I'm very proud of. I mean, if you'd told Petty Officer Second Class Kurtz at the age of 17 that I would one day be a Commodore, I probably would have laughed. But the tenets of the cadet program are the foundation that brings value to any and all walks of life. Being a leader in your community may look different for all of you, but the best part of being a cadet is that essentially you get to choose your own path and your own adventure. Mine brought me to the Royal Canadian Navy, and I look forward to hearing where yours takes you. The last year and a half has demanded a different type of citizenship, one that keeps Canadians safe through following public health measures and by conducting virtual training. There's no clear definition of what it means to be a good citizen, but you have clearly demonstrated commitment and resilience, and to me, that is the spirit of citizenship. If, in the face of hardship, it's easy to focus on what we don't have, there are some positive aspects that have come from the agility that was demanded of us throughout this pandemic. Chief Petty Officer Bliss and I have had the opportunity to visit corps and squadrons across the country weekly. After a full day in the office or working from home in Ottawa, we could instantly be in the regions, with 6 corps in rural Saskatchewan one week and the next finding ourselves in Vancouver. Each and every visit had one thing in common: a clear demonstration of dedication and resilience, a commitment to deliver our top quality program regardless of the challenges that were put in front of us. Cadets, I'm continually amazed and energized by everything you do, and you make me very proud to once again be part of this program with you. Keep up your motivation and engagement. I also want to recognize the dedication and hard work of the officers and staff who have continued to provide the leadership in our units and without whom we would not have navigated the storm the way we did. Your commitment to our cadets is key to our success, and I'm so very thankful to be working together with you on this team. We also need to salute the parents and guardians who are encouraging their cadets to stay with the program in this new expanded computer world to do just one more virtual call. Thank you for your continued trust that we contribute to guiding your cadet on their path to adulthood, and for your confidence that we will always do it safely. Many years ago, my parents trusted the cadet program. They were a big part of my Sea Cadet journey, and they still support my military career today. So when you see your cadets succeed, achieve a promotion, and push their personal limits to reach unique goals, you are getting the return on your important contribution. The adaptability of the sponsoring committees and the support of our league partners also needs to be highlighted. Without you, our program would not be delivered so successfully, and I must personally thank all of you for your volunteer work and your tenacity through these challenging times. Our commitment is to get the cadets back on the parade square. Our program is an in-person experience, and that is where we need to return to. This doesn't mean that this is the only way to offer training. When we look at how the pandemic has impacted us in a positive nature, I think one of the key takeaways is there is more than one way to provide meaningful experience, and I'll make sure that the lessons learned are implemented to bolster our activities.
The pause in traditional training has also given us an opportunity to evaluate the program and how we move forward. Ultimately, it is with your voice. It has been many years since the commander and I have been cadets, and although we have taken away key values and lessons, we need to harness the power of you, the power of a youth voice that will drive the program in years to come. This is how we will remain relevant and how we continue to develop the next generation of Canadian leaders. Please share with your chain of command how we can keep cadets the best youth program in Canada. I want to congratulate all of you for your commitment this year. I know it has not been easy, and I look forward to getting back on the parade square as soon as it is safe to do so and visiting all of you in person before too long.
Bravo, Zulu. I'm proud to be your commander.
So just as the Commodore is impressed and proud of us for sticking it out through this year, we are also very grateful to her and her office for their dedication to making this training year and the ones that come after it safe and as successful as it can be. Next, we have the pleasure of welcoming Charles Sullivan, who is the Managing Director of Boeing Canada.
Charles Sullivan a rejoint l'équipe de Boeing International en août 2020 en tant que directeur général de Boeing Canada. Il relève directement de Sir Michael Arthur, président de Boeing International. Sullivan est un ancien officier général et commandant militaire supérieur qui a servi au plus haut niveau de commandant opérationnel et de leadership. Il est entré dans un secteur privé en novembre 2009 après une carrière de 31 ans dans l'aviation royale canadienne et, au fil des ans, il a été consultant sur des questions liées à la défense et à la sécurité, à l'aviation et à l'aérospatiale, ainsi que l'éthique et au leadership.
During his Air Force career as a professional aviator and fighter pilot, Sullivan accumulated over 3,500 hours flying jet aircrafts, 1,600 of which were flown on the CF-18 Hornet in the ground attack and air superiority roles. He has flown operational missions over Europe, the Persian Gulf, Bosnia, Croatia, Kosovo, Canada's High Arctic, and the North Atlantic. He has commanded a tactical air control party, a CF-18 fighter squadron, an Air Force fighter wing and main operating base, and NATO forces during combat operations in Afghanistan. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Sullivan, and now you're welcome to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much for that very kind introduction. Captain Pascal, senior staff and instructors, mothers, fathers, guardians, family members, friends, and cadets of 632 Phoenix Air Cadet Squadron. It is a privilege and honor to be a guest at this very special annual, or this special annual ceremonial review, your 30th anniversary and your second parade virtually. I bring very warm welcomes from all the members of Boeing Canada and the Boeing Company. The past year has been a challenging year, learning from home, not being able to meet with your friends and fellow air cadets during the pandemic, and missing out on so many other activities that we've taken for granted for so long. But I have to assure you, there are better days ahead. Being with you today brings back many fond memories. I was not an air cadet myself, but I have over the years attended many air cadet ceremonies and events. The many years I served in the Royal Canadian Air Force, I always had a very close relationship with the Air Cadet organization, most notably when I was a fighter squadron commander up in Cold Lake, and then later on the wing commander and the base commander. I always welcomed the opportunity to meet and talk with the many Air Cadet courses that came through on the senior leadership program. I would always like to share a few stories about what it was like to be a fighter pilot. But what I took very seriously when I did meet and talk to the various Air Cadets is I like to share with them 3 points on the qualities of being a good leader and leadership. Quality number 1, honor, which means honesty, fairness, kindness, and respect. And we treat all people with respect always. Number 2 is integrity, the strength of your character, strong ethics, and strong morals. And number 3, courage, to do what's right always, to speak out against unfairness and bullying, and to say no when you are being influenced to do something that's not right. And I always used to like having the big open discussions with the cadets on the senior leadership program about leadership and how to be a better leader. And I considered the Air Cadet program to be one of the most important steps in anyone's career in becoming a good, strong leader. To our families and friends who are with us today, I hope you are very pleased with our cadets. They are amazing young people and members of our community. And as cadets, they are learning leadership skills and qualities that will serve them well, no matter what career path they may decide to pursue in the future. To the newest members of the squadrons, work hard and look for good examples to follow. To those who are still leading the new cadets, but learning from the more experienced ones, stay focused and look to the future. And to our cadets who are coming towards the end of their experience as being an Air Cadet, or who may be graduating this year, congratulations, you are on the launching pad and you have a fabulous, bright future in front of you. So thank you very much. Again, it's an honor to be with you, and I look forward to hopefully meeting everyone in person next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sullivan, for sharing those inspiring words with us. We hope that you would send our regards back to Boeing Canada, and thank everyone for being such proud supporters of 632. And thank you so much again for joining us today. Next, we would like to present our reviewing officer, who for today is Lieutenant Colonel Donnie Olton. The Colonel joins us on behalf of cadets and junior Canadian Rangers, where he is the Deputy Chief of Staff of Strategic Plans. Lieutenant Colonel Donnie Olton is from Moncton, New Brunswick, where he joined Air Cadets in 1988 as a rather shy but eager teenager. He completed his cadet journey in the summer of 1993, rising to the rank of Warrant Officer First Class at both his squadron and at the Cadet Training Center in Greenwood, Nova Scotia. He transitioned to become a civilian instructor shortly before enrolling as a CIC officer in April 1994, and served as the training officer for his squadron and held multiple positions at the CTC in Greenwood for several years. He completed a Bachelor of Business Administration degree from St. Francis Xavier University in Antigonish, Nova Scotia in 1998, while serving as the commanding officer of the local Air Cadet Squadron. Upon graduating from university, he was offered the opportunity to work for the Regional Cadet Support Unit Atlantic, where he served until 2006. At that time, he transferred to what is now known as Cadets and Junior Canadian Rangers, HQ, and has held various roles since 2006 and is the current Deputy Chief of Staff of Strategic Plans. He also completed a Master of Public Administration degree from Dalhousie University in 2011. He really enjoys spending time traveling with his beautiful wife, Adriana, a fellow CIC officer, and their 2 wonderful children, Leia and Logan, who are a couple years away from joining cadets themselves, and they cannot wait to do so.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'arrivée de l'officier de revue, le lieutenant-colonel Donnie Olton.
Please stand. You may now be seated.
À la 6.2, nous sommes heureux que vous puissiez célébrer l'aboutissement d'une nouvelle année de formation. J'aimerais inviter le lieutenant-colonel à nous dire quelques mots.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a complete honor and privilege to be here representing our commander, Commodore Kurtz, and being your reviewing officer. And most certainly for those that spoke before me, I'm going to keep my remarks a bit more informal because I want to talk about 6 things I want us to appreciate today. And the first thing is appreciate that we're here to celebrate your 30th annual ceremonial review and your 30 years in operation. So I want to thank those that 30 years, probably over 30 years ago, had the foresight and wisdom to know that there was a need in the community and establish this great squadron. So I'm hoping that maybe there's some alumni and special dignitaries on the line today that were part of the Stand Up Squadron, and the fact that we're celebrating 30 years of exceptional work in that community and by the people. I know this is not the exact celebration that you had envisioned, but as you've all demonstrated tremendous agility and resiliency over the past year and a half, this is most certainly going to be a celebration that you'll remember in many ways. The second thing that I want to appreciate is the Canadian Armed Forces' dedication to this great program, and represented by the words of my boss and our collective commander, Commodore Kurtz, but most specifically within your leadership team. So Captain Pascal, and I looked over your website today, you have a strong leadership team. And from what I gather now, working specifically over the last couple of days with Second Lieutenant Bourgeois, who've helped me prepare for today, is I'm just astounded by the exceptional work that you've managed to do over this past year to provide an exceptional training program that I'm understanding that over 90 cadets on average have participated in, whether it was virtual drill lessons in your bedrooms, ground school, joint music programs, effective speaking, virtual marksmanship, you name it. You found the way to be creative in delivering an exciting program on behalf of the Canadian Armed Forces in your community, and you should be proud. And I understand there's even some creativity happening, which may not have happened if we didn't have to deal with this pandemic, that you've had some online game nights and most recently some cooking classes. So those are the creative things that obviously that generated interest in what your staff and your team, your leadership team have brought to the table to celebrate your 30th years. And like I said, having 90 cadets on average attend over the past year is just outstanding for sure. So that's the second thing I want us to appreciate. The third thing I want to appreciate, and hopefully I get to meet some of them, but is there our exceptional partnership with the leagues and as represented by the local sponsor. So Angela Joseph and your team, it takes a strategic partner like the Air Cadet League of Canada and represented by our local sponsors, the community, to make this program work and being able to deliver in the program that is being offered to your cadets. And I couldn't be more appreciative. And I think we need to collectively thank those behind the scenes that do so much work to allow the Canadian Armed Forces to deliver this great program to our youth. The fourth thing I think we need to appreciate, and it's been mentioned a number of times now, it's those unsung heroes behind the scenes, our moms, dads, families, and friends that allow us to partake in such an exceptional program. I know they're stick handling many things throughout their own careers and their own lives to encourage you to continue your journeys through cadets, and doing many things behind the scenes that allows us to benefit this great program. And it's exceptional the trust that parents and guardians instill in the Canadian Armed Forces to take care of your children when we deliver such a great program. And those parents are critical, and the trust that we've gained and that we need to maintain is outstanding and critical of importance. The fifth thing I want us to appreciate is that this pandemic, despite its challenges, has provided us an opportunity to be creative, to pivot towards something that it challenged us in a way that we did not see coming, but we were quick to be able to adapt our programming, particularly at the local level, in this case, your particular squadron, to provide exceptional program. I know, like the Commodore said, that we're looking forward to going to in-person training as soon as possible as it's safe to do so. But I think there's lots of lessons learned, lots of things that we've learned about each other, about how we can engage in a virtual way, that I think we might have to consider some of the things moving forward, whether it's the cooking classes you identified, to fill a creative gap, but we need to trial more courses, more programming, and more opportunities that are actually going to allow cadets themselves to truly create their own path and their own journey in moving forward and what really resonates with them. So we have to listen more and adapt and be more agile in terms of what programming we offer moving forward, and leverage the tools that exist and the efficiencies that virtual training and virtual engagement has allowed us. Celebrating your 30th anniversary, we've seen over the past year lots of celebrations of honors and awards or depart with dignities that leverage the virtual tools that otherwise had people engaged across the country from coast to coast to coast in promotions or awards that otherwise might not have been able to participate when we've done a traditional in-person ceremony or award. So I think we take the best of what we've experienced over the past year, adapt it to programming or just how we operate moving forward. All that to say is that I certainly appreciate that that we're coming, hopefully turning the corner and on the home stretch of this pandemic. We want this to be behind us, and we want to be able to turn to in-person training as soon as possible. But I appreciate the opportunities and lessons learned that this challenge, this critical challenge that was faced us, and move forward. The last thing and the most important thing that we want to appreciate is the cadets themselves. Over 90 participating over the training year, and hopefully most of them online today. We thank you for sure. And I was inspired by the words up front by your squadron commander, Warrant Officer Moak, and those things about saying second to none, because I looked at that truly nullis secundus. I want to learn what that motto meant in your squadron's crest. And obviously it wasn't just a tagline that's on a model that nobody has. It. The fact that your warrant officer used it in her speech this morning is truly inspired. And what's truly inspired is the journey that she and her fellow colleagues have gone over the past several years to chart the corner of where they've chosen to move their cadet career is truly second to none. So I have to make sure that I shout out to the following cadets that are completing their journey today or over the course of the summer and moving on to truly transitioning to adulthood and making some very inspiring choices to produce some post-secondary education. So Warrant Officer First Class Moak, Warrant Officer Second Class Hay, Warrant Officer Second Class Faruqi, Warrant Officer Second Class Laporte, Flight Sergeant Bin Sadiq, Flight Sergeant Dijumani, Flight Sergeant Joseph, and Flight Sergeant Wichelo. I thank you for your service, which is truly second to none, and that you've given your squadron and the cadets that you've led that will leave a lifelong impression, not only on them, but hopefully the experience and the journey that you've all experienced will last a lifetime. Because I certainly know when I was a cadet, and I'm still here today, and like the commander said, I truly can't believe I'm still sitting here doing something that was kind of an after-school program hobby that you love, that I found a way to make a career out of it. And for those 8 cadets that are kind of completing their journey, second to none experience and lasting impression that you've left on those cadets are going to follow and fill your big shoes that that they have to fill. But I thank you and salute you and appreciate for your service and wish you nothing but the best of luck in your future endeavors for sure. So I kept my remarks a little longer than I was hoping, but I truly do appreciate being here today and partaking in this ceremony, and looking forward to the remainder of the awards and activities, and we'll stick around at the afternoon and maybe have a chance to talk with some of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking the time to really highlight all the accomplishments and dedication of our supporters and of our cadets. It's really encouraging to hear that at the end of our training year, and we really thank you for taking the time to do that. Next up, we will be hearing a video from Mike Presley, who joins us on behalf of the Royal Air Cadet League.
Good afternoon, everyone. This message comes to you from Michael Presley, 632 Squadron League Advisor. Good afternoon to all. Lieutenant Colonel D. Olton, CO Captain Pascal, Parent Committee Chair Angela Joseph, distinguished guests, staff, sponsoring committee and parent volunteers, parents, cadets, friends and family. It is an honor and a privilege to write to you today at this, our second virtual ACR parade. And on behalf of the Air Cadet League of Canada and myself, I want to congratulate you for your participation today and your continuing commitment to 632 Squadron. This year has again taught us that no matter what life throws at us, we can beat it together. It has brought new meaning to the phrase friends and family, and it has taught us our homes are where we are safe and strong. On the eve of our 30th anniversary, let us look to the future and strive to reach new heights, new goals, and return to a possible hands-on and person-to-person program for all cadets to enjoy. I want to thank all of the staff and parent volunteers for their, again, working tirelessly to bring a rewarding and virtual cadet program to so many cadets under extremely difficult times. Without you, there would be no cadet program. I again congratulate all who have participated today, whether this is your first ACR parade, your last, whether you're moving up in rank or moving on to future endeavors. Your continued commitment to 632 Squadron this year has been enlightening and inspiring. It's true what they say about cadets of 632. They are nulles secundus, second to none. It has been my honor to serve as the ACL Squadron Advisor and to be part of your ceremony today. Clear skies and favoring winds. Thank you. Michael Presley.
Accueillons maintenant la présidente du comité représentant de l'escadron, Mme Angela Joseph, qui a partagé une vidéo avec nous. Avec son comité, Mme Joseph a certainement tout fait pour tirer le meilleur parti de cette année afin de continuer à collecter des fonds pour soutenir les activités que nous apprécions tous. Nous vous sommes très reconnaissants pour les efforts d'engagement de votre équipe.
Afternoon, CEO Captain Pascal, cadet staff, sponsoring committee, volunteers, parents, friends, family, and special guests. As the current 632 sponsoring committee chair, to the cadets of 632, I would like to say that I'm very impressed by your dedication to your squadron. It's been a challenging time due to COVID. Staying with a program that goes from in-person to virtual with so many unknowns is commendable. The 632 Phoenix Squadron would be nothing without you. To the CO and the staff, I say the same. The virtual program and activities that has kept so many cadets engaged and brought new cadets to this year's program is impressive to say the least. It's obvious that you all care very much about the 632 cadets. For this support this year, I would like to thank our league representatives, 632 advisor Michael Presley, and Ottawa Regional Coordinator Sue Grant. I'd also like to thank my sponsoring committee members, my executive team, Rita Yan, Lucy Tran, Jillian Wichelo, Ashley Hall, directors David Bordelot, Wendy Tang, Bernice Ang, Lynn Wang, Beatrice Pecorini, Zainab Reyes, Lise Guimet, and volunteers Linda Thibodeau, Michael Thibodeau, and Yannick Chelot. Special thank to David Bordelot and Beatrice Pecorini, both former sponsoring committee chairs and current sponsoring committee directors, and Jose Dendron, former sponsoring committee treasurer. For your dedication to 632, you were each presented with the 2019-2020 Volunteers of the Year Award. To Susan Grant, Ottawa Regional Coordinator, and Jose Dendron, former treasurer, for your extra special support to the 632 Sponsoring Committee for the year 2020-2021, you're each presented with our Squadron Certificate of Appreciation. Last but not least, I would like to thank our sponsors and supporters. From Boeing, Mr. Charles Sullivan, Mr. Pablo Weltman, Mr. Mario Clemen. From 632 Legion, Ken Green, Wynne Fournier, Andrew Baird, and Joe McNulty. From the Kerrigan Scholarship Fund, Jordan Tahuni Kerrigan and family. To the staff, cadets, and sponsoring committee members moving on to new endeavors, I'm wishing you lots of success and happiness. Cadets, enjoy your last few weeks of the program and have a wonderful summer. To the parents, friends, and family, thank you. The success of the cadets depends on your ongoing support of the program and their participation in it. If you're interested in getting more involved, you can become a part of the sponsoring committee starting July this year. You're invited to join the election that is scheduled virtually for June 29th, 2021. For information, you can contact 632 chairperson at cadetsair.ca or questions at 632aircadets.com. Thank you, everyone. Nolly Secondus.
Thank you so much, Angela, and to the entire sponsorship committee. Throughout this entire year, you really have exemplified to the squadron that leadership is not just being at the front and leading a team forward, but it's also being at the back and pushing that same team forward. So thank you so much for that. Up next, we have a special birthday project that the cadet correspondence team came up with. We gathered videos to wish the squadron a happy 30th birthday. The videos shared with us come from former commanding officers of 632 and a few current cadets. For many of us, the squadron is where we learned to come out of our shells and is where we picked up new skills like music, marksmanship, and survival tips. At 632, leaders see themselves come into their own and fellow cadets become friends for life. It is truly a program that changes your life, especially when you make the most out of it, and these videos speak very well to that point.
Hi, I'm Major Jonathan McCauley, Commanding Officer of 75 Barhaven Air Cadet Squadron, and the former Commanding Officer at 632 from 2012 to 2016. I'd like to offer my congratulations to all the cadets, their families, and the greater community of 632 Phoenix Squadron in Orleans. I'm very proud of all of your accomplishments. Happy 30th anniversary.
I love being in 632 because of our sense of community and our esprit de corps. And for that, I would love to wish 632 a happy birthday.
Hi 632, your former CO here wishing you a happy 30th anniversary and a congratulations on a wonderful year. Well done to everyone. I'm looking forward to when we can celebrate again in person. As always, stay second to none.
I love being 632 because of all the activity we do, and thus I wish 632 a happy birthday.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop to look around once in a while, you might just miss it. Happy anniversary, 632. I'm really proud of what we've accomplished, not just in these recent times, but in the past 30 years. Thank you to all of the parents, cadets, supporters, volunteers, and former SEALs that have made 632 what it is today and what it continues to be. Truly second to none. Happy anniversary, 632, and we look forward to many more anniversaries.
Hello, I'm Captain Retired Maria Schoner. I want to congratulate and send my best wishes to all the cadets, staff, parents, and supporters of 632 Phoenix Squadron on your 30th anniversary. I joined the squadron in 1996, and since then, 632 has grown to become one of the dominant squadrons in Eastern Region. We were one of the first to win the Excalibur Sword. We sent 2 different cadets in consecutive years to the National Effective Speaking Competition. We regularly went to the drill finals in Quebec City. We grew the band from a drum and 2 trumpets standing in the back of the gym at Tracehill School. Many of the graduated cadets did not leave the movement and became staff, not only at 632, but also at many other squadrons. Even though throughout these past 15 months you have not been able to parade in person, you have still shown how great of a squadron you are by upholding the Air Force motto of Per Ardua ad Astra, through adversity to the start. Not only did you have your school education online, but you also learned your cadet classes daily club. You enjoyed virtual flight time, game night, and even virtual marksmanship. Your future looks bright. And remember, once you're a member of 632, you are always part of the family.
Happy anniversary, 632 Squadron. 30 years. That's quite an achievement. It's hard to believe that it's been more than 15 since I've been there. And the gray hair, well, that probably gives a little bit of it away. But the long hair, not my fault, given the current situation. To the past cadets and staff of 632, thank you for everything that you've done to get us this far. And to Captain Pascal, the current cadets and staff, sponsoring committee, thank you for carrying that banner and getting us to this 30 and whatever lies ahead. Hopefully for the 35th, we can all do this in person, reminisce a little bit, and tell some stories from days of old. And I wish you all the best. I truly are second to none. Nolly Secondus.
Bonjour, Squadron 6x2. Félicitations pour votre 30e anniversaire. I'm Captain Retired Kimberly Caron, formerly Captain Benaskovich, and I was Commanding Officer of 632 Squadron from the years 2006 to 2009. I know, that's going way back for some of you. I wanted to take a quick minute, or as you would say, a hot minute, to wish my sincere congratulations. Félicitations. 30 years is much to celebrate. I was also asked to share some of my fond memories, and I can say that, there was some happy times in terms of winning drill competitions, band competitions, Excalibur sword, effective speaking competitions. Oh, wait a minute, you're still doing that today. Winnings aside, one of my most fond memories, as you probably live every day at 632, is the friendships and the relationships that are forged. As you know, the squadron mascot is the Phoenix Bird, and it represents eternity, strength, and renewal, and each and every one of you exude that every day. Continue with that spirit. Congratulations on 30 years. And when I was CO, I used to always end with a joke. So since we have so much to celebrate, I'll continue that tradition. So how do Minecraft players celebrate? Well, they throw block parties, of course. Congratulations, 632. Here's to 30 years. Here's to 30 years more, 300 years, 3,000 years. Félicitations.
Happy birthday, 632. I will never forget all the friends I've made because of you and all the lessons that I learned, whether they be in leadership or just in aviation. Happy birthday. May many more come your way.
Hello 632. Je suis le Major Steve Fortier. J'ai été commandant de l'escadron de 2009 à 2012. So exactly 10 years ago, we were celebrating the 20th anniversary. Now we're celebrating the 30th anniversary. I wanted to congratulate you all for finishing another cadet year in difficult circumstances, but also for achieving another 10 years with the squadron. I'm happy to read your successes and achievements, as always. Take care, everyone, as summer approaches. Congratulations to everyone. Noli secundus.
Hi everyone, I'm Lota Kirion, and already doing 5 years in the squadron. What I absolutely love about it is its diverse in activities, which I have developed new leadership skills and got out of my comfort zone throughout the years, which has made me the person that I am today. So I want to wish you all a happy birthday, 62.
And on that celebratory note, cadets, parents, and distinguished guests, that brings us to the conclusion of our presentations. Happy birthday to everyone. And now we have come to the much anticipated portion of this event, the presentation of various trophies, medals, and promotions.
Nous sommes maintenant arrivés au moment tant attendu par vous tous, celui de la présentation des divers prix, médailles et promotions.
Please note that any cadets who receive an award today will not be accepting it live, so please do not turn on your microphones. But when the squadron resumes its in-person activities, we will ensure that those recipients will properly receive their awards, receiving the recognition that they fully deserve.
Veuillez noter que les cadets qui reçoivent une récompense aujourd'hui ne la reçoivent pas en direct. Lorsque l'escadron reprendra ses activités en personne, nous nous assurons que ces récipiendaires recevront correctement leur récompense, recevant ainsi la reconnaissance qu'ils méritent. Merci de votre compréhension.
We will start with the presentation of the best level cadets. Each year, 1 or 2 cadets from each level is singled out from his or her peers based on their academic marks, general attendance, participation, and overall conduct. Selection of each participant was done based on input from the squadron staff and warrant officers.
Nous commencerons par la présentation des meilleurs cadets de niveau. Chaque année, 1 ou 2 cadets de chaque niveau sont distingués parmi leurs pairs en fonction de leurs notes académiques, de leur présence et de leur participation et conduite générale. La sélection de chaque récipiendaire a été faite en fonction des commentaires du cadet de cadre et des adjudants de l'escadron. Le meilleur cadet de niveau 1 se voit décerner le trophée Paul et Caroline Lecourtois. J'aimerais présenter à l'instructeur civil Don Garnier de bien vouloir présenter le trophée.
Congratulations to top level 1 cadets. They are LAC Joseph and LAC Ouellette. Congratulations, level 1 cadets. Thank you.
Thank you, CI Gardner. Next, the best level 2 cadet is awarded the Al Burrows Trophy. I would like to ask CI Benjamin Bordelot to please present this trophy.
The top level 2 cadets for this year are Corporal Paget and Corporal Marie Axel Kai. Congratulations on top level 2.
Thank you. Le trophée Thomas W. Wingross du meilleur cadet junior est décerné au caporal, caporal de section ou encore sergent qui illustre le meilleur rôle et les responsabilités associées à son grade. I'm sorry. That was the next phrase. Le meilleur cadet du niveau 3 reçoit le trophée de capitaine Michel Gillot et Gisèle Ouellet-Gillot. J'aimerais demander à l'inspecteur civil Angela Compson de présenter le trophée.
Merci, Ajdander. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to present the top level 3 trophy to Flight Corporals Shankathirtha and Flight Corporal Gaida. Congrats.
Thank you, CI Constant, and congratulations, cadets. Next, the best level 4 cadet is awarded the Master Warrant Officer Jill Paradis Memorial Trophy. I would like to ask CI Shannon Kramer to please present this trophy.
Everyone, congratulations to Sergeant Caron and Sergeant Zhang for winning the top level 4 cadets.
Now, le trophée Thomas W. Wingross du meilleur cadet junior est décerné au caporal, caporal de section ou au sergent qui illustre le meilleur rôle et les responsabilités associées à son grade. La sélection est faite en se basant sur les présences, sa participation ainsi que sa conduite. J'aimerais demander au Warrant Officer Roy Lawton de présenter le trophée.
Great honor and privilege to present the best NCO. That's going to Cadets Leduc, Corporal Leduc, as well as Flight Corporal Hahn. Well done.
Congratulations, cadets. Next, the Silent Leader Award is awarded to cadets who perform leadership duties beyond expectations without seeking reward or recognition. For this award, I would like to ask Second Lieutenant Alain Bourgeois to please present this trophy.
Hello, everyone. It is my pleasure to announce the silent leaders of the squadron for this year as Flight Corporal Jean and Flight Sergeant Rofal.
Congratulations. Le trophée Kimberly Banaswez, du meilleur instructeur, est décerné au cadet qui est le mieux distingué en tant qu'instructeur, ce qui est démontré par les évaluations élevées. J'aimerais demander au capitaine Brooks de présenter ce trophée.
Thank you. And good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to take a second just to recognize that our instructors this year had a very big challenge on their hands being in the virtual environment. And we were blown away by the amount of creativity and enthusiasm that the instructors this year brought to stage. So I'd like to congratulate 2 top instructors this year, Flight Sergeant Awade and Flight Sergeant Wicello. Congratulations.
Congratulations, cadets. Next, the David Tasowski Trophy is awarded to the most proficient cadet. The most proficient cadet is somebody who demonstrates leadership amongst his or her peers, as well as exemplary dress and deportment. To present this award, I would like to ask Captain Ryan Pascal to please present this award.
Hi there, good afternoon, everyone. I've had the pleasure of watching these 2 cadets grow into the fine leaders that they are today. And it's by no surprise for me that I announce the award recipients, Warrant Officer Hay and Sergeant Wang. Congratulations to you both, well deserved.
Congratulations again, cadets. And next we have the CO's commendations. The CO commendation goes to the cadet who earns the recognition of the commanding officer for exemplary performance as observed by the CO. To present this, I would of course like to ask Captain Ryan Pascal to present the award in the first category, Cadet Commander.
All right, me again. My pleasure really to present this award to Warrant Officer First Class Smoke. Throughout the year, Warrant Officer First Class Smoke has really put herself up to the challenge of navigating our current virtual environment, cadet engagement, and making sure we can do the best we can to provide the best possible program in our current circumstances. And Warrant Officer First Class Smoke has definitely gone above and beyond that. And it's my pleasure to recognize her for her hard efforts and work in this area. Thank you very much, Warrant Officer Smoke. It's well appreciated on behalf of myself, the staff, and the cadets of 632.
Congratulations, Warrant Officer First Class. Thank you for everything that you have done for the squadron this year. Moving on to the next category is the High Participation Award, awarded to cadets who show commitment and enthusiasm across different cadet activities. This award will also be presented by Captain Pascal.
All right. I'd like to recognize the following cadets that I'll name shortly for their high level of participation. And definitely important to recognize hard participation this year, as many of us have mentioned throughout the course of the parade this afternoon. There's definitely been lots of challenges as we adapt, not just in the context of our cadet environment, but also just in the world to our new virtual reality, and as well the challenges that come with that. And these particular cadets, they've demonstrated a high level of participation despite those challenges. And definitely, I want to take the opportunity to recognize those cadets. Cadet Petrisky, LEC Jean, LEC Bisonet Bigra, Corporal Tekam Doug, Corporal Reed, Flight Corporal Dedekavi, Flight Corporal LeSued, Sergeant Bisonet, Flight Sergeant Joseph, Flight Sergeant Ben Sidik, Warrant Officer Faruqi, and Warrant Officer Virpen. Keep up the high level of participation. It's definitely had a positive impact on the unit this past year.
La catégorie suivante reconnaît les cadets qui ont participé à la formation des pilotes. J'aimerais demander à l'inspecteur civil Anash Machanda de bien vouloir présenter ce prix.
We would like to recognize the following cadets: Warrant Officer Hay, Sergeant Dostadler, Sergeant Leduc, Sergeant Wang, Flight Corporal Hand, Flight Corporal Chapman, Flight Corporal Saint-Hilaire Como, Flight Corporal Dowden, Flight Corporal Cleophas, Flight Corporal Korchowski, Flight Corporal Hung, Flight Corporal Shankatirtha, Flight Sergeant Awade, Sergeant Richard, Warrant Officer Faruqi, and Warrant Officer Virpen. Good job and keep up the hard work.
La prochaine catégorie reconnaît les cadets qui ont participé aux activités d'art oratoire. J'aimerais demander à l'inspecteur civil Jennifer Constant de présenter ce prix.
I would like to congratulate these following cadets for having participated in effective speaking this year. Flight Sergeant Johnson, Sergeant Wang, Corporal Leduc, Sergeant Leduc, Sergeant Caron, and Sergeant Zhang. Thank you so much for participating this year.
La catégorie suivante reconnaît les cadets qui ont participé au programme conjoint de musique et de cadets. J'aimerais demander à l'inspecteur civil Angeli Shankatirtha de présenter ce prix.
I would like to congratulate the following cadets for participating in the Joint Cadet Music Program: Flight Corporal Jean, Flight Sergeant Johnson, Sergeant Caron, Corporal Paget, Corporal Leduc, Sergeant Leduc, Sergeant Dostler, and Warrant Officer Second Class Hay. Congratulations.
La catégorie suivante reconnaît les cadets qui ont participé cette année aux ateliers de tir de précision. J'aimerais demander au sous-lieutenant Jean-Luc Vaillancourt à présenter ce prix.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to say that marksmanship in a virtual environment is not an easy activity to do, especially because you don't get the chance to physically hold the air rifle, so I commend you on your stick-to-itiveness. I'd like to congratulate Corporal Paget, Corporal Leduc, Sergeant Dostaller, Sergeant Leduc, Sergeant Wang, Cadet Mondor, Corporal Reed, Corporal Maynard, LAC Teguim, Sergeant Zhang, and Flight Corporal Chapman. Congratulations.
These last two categories of the CO's Commendation Award recognizes cadets who have top-tier attendance marks during regular training nights. I ask Second Lieutenant Alain Bourgeois to present the award to cadets who have maintained an attendance score of 90% and above.
Hello again, everyone. As Colonel Olton said in his speech, that we had a great number of cadets that were showing up week after week after week, and this CO's commendation is to recognize 90% or greater attendance. So congratulations, Flight Corporal Del Castillo, Flight Corporal De Gemini, Flight Corporal Ugbunka Jr., Flight Sergeant Harvey, LAC Wallet, Sergeant De Gemini, Sergeant Caron, Warrant Officer Hay, Corporal Maynard, Sergeant Zhang, Flight Corporal Shankathirtha, Corporal Ralston, Flight Corporal Ignacio, Flight Corporal Lawton, Sergeant Chalut, Sergeant Sukun, Sergeant Coulier, Warrant Officer Moak, Sergeant Richard, Flight Sergeant Joseph, Warrant Officer Second Class Faruqi, Warrant Officer Virapin, Flight Corporal Jean, Flight Corporal Han, Flight Corporal Hunge, Flight Sergeant Awadi, Corporal Mary Alexa Kai, Corporal Bangoob, Flight Corporal Bangoob, Sergeant Wichello, Flight Sergeant Bangoob, Flight Sergeant O'Neill, and last but certainly not least, Sergeant Chonya. Congratulations and thank you for being with us all year.
Thank you to all those cadets. Super long list, which we're happy to see. And now I would like to invite our Deputy Commanding Officer and Training Officer, Captain Tanya Brooks, to present the award for 100% perfect attendance score.
So congratulations and thank you so much for joining us every single week on the virtual environment. So Corporal Paget, Corporal Leduc, Sergeant Leduc, Sergeant Wang, Flight Corporal Chapman, Corporal Marie Alexa Kai, Flight Sergeant Rofel, LAC Joseph, and LAC Duma. Well done.
Congratulations, and yes, very well done. To round out this portion of trophy and awards, we end with the Spirit of Air Cadet Award, which is awarded to cadets who demonstrate a sense of initiative in promoting Squadron Esprit de Corps through dynamic participation in the Squadron's mandatory and optional activities.
Ce prix sera présenté par ma co-animatrice, l'inspecteur civil Jennifer Constant.
That is me. I would like to congratulate these two individuals for always brightening up our squadron activities and our regular training nights with their curiosity and everything that embodies what an air cadet is and should aspire to be. And with that, I'd like to congratulate Cadet Flauhau and Sergeant Leduc. Congratulations. And now we have reached the medal presentations.
The Royal Canadian Legion Medal of Excellence for Cadets. La médaille d'excellence des cadets de la région royale canadienne est décernée afin de reconnaître les efforts individuels d'un cadet ou d'une cadette qui atteint ou surpasse les buts du programme des cadets en matière de citoyenneté et de service de la communauté.
This decoration consists of a circular old silver-colored medal with a ribbon. On the back is an insignia of the Royal Canadian Legion. The main objective in awarding this medal is to emphasize the citizenship aspects of the cadet program. I'd like to ask Captain Pascal to present this medal.
On behalf of our partners of the Royal Canadian Branch, of the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 632 here in Orleans, who are unable to join us today, I would like to present this award, this very special medal, to none other than Sergeant Leduc. Congratulations, Sergeant Leduc, and continue to keep up the great work in exemplifying citizenship, one of our pillars here in the cadet program. Well deserved and well done.
Congratulations. The Lord Strathcona Medal J'aimerais inviter notre officier de revue, lieutenant-colonel Donnie Alton, de bien vouloir faire la présentation de la prochaine médaille.
Good afternoon, me again. The Laura Strathcona Medal is one of the highest awards that can be granted to a cadet. It demonstrates all that Lord Strathcona himself personified: hard work, dedication, service to Canada, excellence in all pursuits, vision, perseverance, and intelligence, and a focus on stewardship of our country, its health and vibrancy, and that of its youth. The recipient today has been singled out amongst their peers for outstanding performance as a cadet, for demonstrating proficiency in physical fitness, as well as dedication to the program in their country, for demonstrating the qualities of Lord Strathcona and leaving their own personal legacy at this squadron and within the community through their service, performance, example, and excellence as a cadet. It's my sincere honor and privilege to award this year's Lord Strathcona Medal to our very own Warrant Officer Second Class Audrey Kirian. Congratulations.
Yay!
And thank you for the great work you're doing facilitating this exceptional annual ceremony review, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. It was a fun challenge rehearsing the presentation and trying to keep your name out of it. So congrats.
Thank you.
And with that, it's now time for promotions. All those who have attained satisfactory participation, attendance, and training results as outlined in the cadet program will be promoted today. I would like to invite Warrant Officer Ron Lawton to start the round of promotions with promotions to the rank of corporal.
Very privileged to recognize individuals. The rank of corporal is the backbone of the military. They're the ones that get the job done. And for cadets, this is the first set of chevrons we're going to be wearing on their uniform. Something to be very, very proud of. So at this time, I'll say the names. Corporal Bissonnette Begras, Corporal Duma, Corporal Galley, Corporal Jean, Corporal Joseph, Corporal Cone, Corporal Mystery, Corporal Monive, Corporal Oulette, Corporal Talfatine, Corporal Tigan, Corporal Tremblay, Corporal Besetsky, Corporal Flohow, Corporal Hader Kilo, Corporal Hader X-Ray, Corporal Komanovsky, Corporal Mondor, Corporal Sekudum, Corporal Timothy Delta, and Corporal Timothy Hotel. Again, congratulations. Welcome to the rank of corporal. Well done.
Pour la présentation des promotions du rang de caporal de section, j'invite le sous-lieutenant Jean-Luc Vaillancourt.
Congratulations to our new flight corporals, which are Flight Corporal Abdi, Flight Corporal Alterbach, Flight Corporal Bangu, Flight Corporal Brennan Lee, Flight Corporal Druin, Flight Corporal Fonku, Flight Corporal Garcia Salas, Flight Corporal Izahor, Ihazor, apologies, Flight Corporal Innocente, Flight Corporal Mary Axel Kai, Flight Corporal Mary Alexa Kai, Flight Corporal Leduc, Flight Corporal Maghreb, Flight Corporal Maynard, Flight Corporal Paget, Flight Corporal Ralston, Flight Corporal Reed, Flight Corporal Sed, Flight Corporal Shen, Flight Corporal Simpson, Flight Corporal Srikumar, and lastly, Flight Corporal Tekan. Congratulations.
Presenting now to the promotion to the rank of sergeant is Second Lieutenant Alain Bourgeois.
Hello, congratulations to the following cadets who are now officially sergeants. Sergeant Badar, Sergeant Bangub Yawa, Sergeant Chapman, Sergeant Didikavi, Sergeant Dowden, Sergeant Gaida, Sergeant Han, Sergeant Hunge, Sergeant Jean, Sergeant Laswed, Sergeant Lawton, Sergeant Ogbunku Jr., Sergeant Shankathirtha, Sergeant Webster, Sergeant Inacio, Sergeant Del Castillo, Sergeant DeGemini, and Sergeant Korchowski. Congratulations, Sergeants.
Je demande au capitaine Brooks de venir présenter les cadets nouvellement nommés au grade de sergent de section.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations to our new flight sergeants, Flight Sergeant Bollier, Flight Sergeant Bissonnette, Flight Sergeant Caron, Flight Sergeant Chouanier, Flight Sergeant Courier, Flight Sergeant Leduc, Flight Sergeant Richard, Flight Sergeant Wang, and Flight Sergeant Zhang.
Congratulations. And now to appoint flight sergeants to the rank of Warrant Officer Second Class, we invite Captain Ryan Pascal.
All right, it is my pleasure to promote the following deserving flight sergeants to the rank of Warrant Officer Second Class. Warrant Officer Second Class Ben Sadiq, Warrant Officer Second Class Sawade, and Warrant Officer Second Class Wicello. Congratulations and well done. Thank you.
Congratulations to everyone who has received a promotion. You can just type it in the chat. Congrats, give each other a big round of applause. Super awesome job for having successfully completed this training year. And we're ending the promotions off there with Warrant Officer Second Class. To find out who will be promoted to Chief, you'll have to tune into season 31 of Air Cadets in the fall. So be sure to stick around for that. And with that, at the end of a traditional annual parade, all graduating cadets who are aging out or completing the program would be asked to fall out of the parade so that the whole squadron could complete a final march past to salute those who are retiring. While we can't exactly do that, we'd still like to recognize those senior cadets for whom this marks their final parade and the end of the cadet training program. So while we call out the names of the retiring cadets, we encourage them to turn on their cameras, and all are please welcome to wish them well in the chat. Wowan Moak.
Warrant Officer Second Class Faruqi.
Warrant Officer Second Class Hay.
Warrant Officer Second Class Laporte.
Flight Sergeant Ben Sadiq.
Flight Sergeant Jimeni.
Flight Sergeant Joseph.
And Flight Sergeant Wicello.
Congratulations, seniors, and we wish you the absolute best of luck on your next adventure.
Pour conclure la parade, nous invitons maintenant le capitaine Pascal à nous adresser quelques mots.
All right. Good afternoon, Lieutenant Colonel Olton, distinguished guests, parents, supporters of the cadet program, and most importantly, cadets of 632 Phoenix Squadron. Bon après-midi, Lieutenant-Colonel Olton, distingués invités, parents, supporters du programme des cadets, et plus important encore, cadets de l'escadron 632 Phoenix. Parents, our program has made many changes in response to the current pandemic to ensure the safety of our cadets and our greater community. Your support of our virtual training program has been well appreciated this past year. Merci de votre patience alors que nous traversons ensemble ces moments sans précédent. Cadets, over the year, you've dedicated time and effort to our virtual training program. It has not gone unnoticed, along with the memes of me that you made. I must admit, they're pretty funny. You have been resilient in the face of unprecedented changes in the cadet program and the world around us. I'm very proud of you. As we conclude this training year, remember that what you learn here will stay with you for the rest of your lives. Ce que vous apprendrez restera en vous pour le reste de votre vie. Adjudant Première Class Smoke, Warrant Officer First Class Smoke. Working with you this past year has been an absolute pleasure. You've led a solid group of senior cadets to create a virtual space that is welcoming, motivating, inspiring, and safe for all of our cadets. Best wishes on your new journey at the Royal Military College. Angela and our Air Cadet League partners, the support that you provide to our unit does not go unnoticed. It makes sure that we are equipped to be prepared. It makes sure that we are equipped and ready for success. I cherish our partnership and I look forward to a continued strong working relationship as we plan for our upcoming training year. Staff, your journey with our cadets is very important. Many of you put in many hours, late nights to ensure that the program here at 632 prepares our youth to be leaders of tomorrow. For that reason, you are very important to their learning and development. And I appreciate the time and effort that each and every one of you put into this program. You've been agile, patient, and innovative in response to our current reality. As I said perhaps a little bit earlier, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I am proud of what we have and continue to accomplish this year and over the past 30 years. I encourage you all to live your life in the moment with an open mind, a courageous and loving heart, resilience, and a drive for adventure. The cadet program provides an opportunity for us to learn, serve, and advance, not just at cadets, but throughout our journey in life. I look forward to continuing our journey through the cadet program in our upcoming training year. As we conclude and enter into our summer break, never forget, nous sommes nulle secundus sans pareil. We are nulle secundus, second to none. Thank you and best wishes, everyone.
Thank you so much for sharing those words, Captain Pascal. We really appreciate it. And we really appreciate everything you have done this year for the squadron. I hope that everyone here has enjoyed our virtual annual parade. That brings us to the conclusion of this event. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you to all cadets, parents, and other invited guests for joining us this afternoon, and a special thank you to our distinguished guests, Susan Grant and Mike Presley from the Air Cadet League, the Lieutenant Colonel Donnie Olton from Cadets and Junior Canadian Rangers. Thank you so much for joining us. We wish you all, and also, Charles Sullivan from Boeing Canada. I missed it in the script, but thank you so much all for joining us. We wish you all a safe and enjoyable summer. If you would like to mute yourselves and have a little conversation, the level breakout rooms will be open for you to chat and congratulate yourselves on your promotions, on your awards, and on a successful training year. Go to your old levels, not your newly promoted levels. This Wednesday will be our final training night of the year, and dress will be civilian attire. And now we will be stopping the recording, so you're free to chat. Thank you again for joining us today, and congratulations.